Hi, my name is Josh Bryant, and I'm the managing attorney at Church General Counsel. Thank you so much for taking some time to watch this video. Give me just 3 or 4 minutes, and I want to walk you through the client area at churchgeneralcounsel.com. The first thing you're going to see there in this area that is only available to people who are subscribing members of Church General Counsel is a place where you can submit prayer requests on behalf of your church. We at Church General Counsel value the local church. It is why we exist. Jesus is coming back for his church, and so we value the local church. We are a parachurch organization, which means we come alongside the local church, and so we value the church. We are going to take some time every day and pray for the churches that we serve. And whether you submit a prayer request or not, we're going to pray for your church if you're a subscribing church. And so if there is something specific that we can be praying for, we want you to let us know that. And so we will take some time and we will pray for your church. Another thing you're going to see is access to what we call the client portal. The client portal is a place where you and I can exchange documents. We can collaborate on documents that I'm drafting for you. You can ask me questions. I can send you answers. And it is just a secure space where we can talk about legal needs. This is a great just attorney-client communication device that we'll use. And so I will set that up. When you subscribe, you'll have access to the client portal. And this is the primary way in which you and I will communicate electronically, except for when we are on a video conference or on a phone call or something like that. The next thing you're going to see in the client area is that you'll have access to our community forum. You know, there are some policies and some documents that you'll need or things that you're going to do in the church that don't necessarily have wide-ranging legal ramifications. So, for example, if you need to talk about what is the best practice in a wedding policy, well, in a wedding policy, there are legal ramifications to that, and I'm happy to walk through those with you. But at the same time, there are other just ministry, some pragmatic things that need to be discussed. And so the community forum is a place where you can interact with other church administrators or senior pastors or others who are drafting policies on behalf of their church. And this is an opportunity for you to get best practices from them that aren't necessarily legal in nature. Another thing you're going to see is a client-only blog, and this is an area where I will write articles about church legal needs and other issues facing the church that the general public won't have access to. They might get a little bit of that blog, but at the end of the day, you are paying for a subscription and you're going to get access to best practices and tips and other things that you will need in order to bring your church into legal compliance or to just initiate some best practices that keep you legally safe. And so this will be a client-only blog that you'll have access to. You'll also have access to a client-only video resource area. And the idea is that if you have an issue in, say, copyright, which is an intellectual property issue, it's best if you take some time and educate yourself on copyright as it applies to church before you and I have a specific contextual conversation about what you may need in terms of copyright or trademark or other intellectual property. And so there will be videos out there that instead of me taking the time out of your hours that you get every month to teach you about here's what here's what intellectual property law is and here's how it might apply to your church, we can go specifically and straight to your question without having to take time to do that. And so these videos are there for you. These are resources for you. We want you to take advantage of those. And so we'll have those in this client-only video resources area. And the last thing you'll see is that you'll have access to the Church Law Podcast. And this is something that you'll be able to access on iTunes. So it's not just for clients, but in the client area, you will have access to that Church Law Podcast. We're producing that right now. It should be up and running here shortly. And so we look forward to hearing from you guys on that. But this is the client area. And these are things that only you will have access to if you are a subscribing member of churchgeneralcounsel.com. And so if you have not yet subscribed, take some time, go to churchgeneralcounsel.com and take a look around. If you have any questions, there's a phone number on there. Give us a call. We'd be happy to walk you through what that subscription entails. And listen, it's only $60 a month. So for less than $60 a month, you can have an attorney on standby ready to answer any questions you have, draft any documents that you may need, and help balance your ministry and growth needs with best practices and legal compliance. And so we look forward to serving you. Thank you so much for taking 4 or 5 minutes of your time to watch this video. If there's anything that we can be doing for you at churchgeneralcounsel.com, please give us a call. Thanks. Have a wonderful day.